Hey everyone, welcome back again to the channel. My name's David and I'm your host. And today we're diving into a cautionary tale about hiring services in the real estate industry, or really any industry where you need remote quality talent. There's a company out there called somewhere.com. And from what I've seen and heard, it's become a total nightmare for businesses trying to hire international talent. There are red flags all over the place, from shady influencer marketing to unethical business practices and horrendous customer service. So today I'm going to break down how somewhere.com gets away with it, why so many businesses have been burned, and why I think LatHire is a far better option if you're serious about growing your team without losing money or trust. The current owners of somewhere.com bought the company despite having zero experience in recruiting or staffing. This alone isn't necessarily a deal breaker. Plenty of entrepreneurs pivot into new industries, but in this case, it's clearly not working out. Since they took over, reviews and opinions of the company have tanked. I've come across dozens of posts from business owners who lost money, received terrible service, or got outright scammed. Here are some real-world examples of what people are saying. I am incredibly disappointed and frustrated with my experience using somewhere.com. I hired through them, expecting a reliable and professional service, but instead I was provided with two candidates who were completely unsuitable and actively detrimental to my business. I lost $6,000 and have been left in a disastrous situation by this company. They took my deposit of $500, and when I asked for a refund, I was blocked by their emails. Stay away from this company. And these aren't just one-off bad experiences. There's a clear pattern here. One of the ways somewhere.com gets away with this is through influencer marketing and self-promotion. The current owner is very active on social media, often posting things like, "A lot of people ask me where I find the international talent at my companies. I use somewhere.com to recruit them and vet the best candidates." Now on the surface, this looks like a genuine recommendation, but then you realize he owns the company. It's not an honest review, it's just marketing disguised as advice. In fact, one tweet had a community note saying, "This is a disguised advertisement by the author who pitches somewhere.com in the second tweet of this thread, which happens to be his business." It's poor engagement farming with the aim to get free advertising out of X. This is a classic example of misleading marketing. The company is throwing money at rebranding and influencer deals rather than improving their actual services. They even spent over $400,000 on the domain name alone and bought expensive ad spots on popular podcasts like My First Million and Sweaty Startup, which again is owned by one of their bigger investors. Instead of investing in vetting candidates, improving their platform, or even providing real value, they're focusing on image over substance. The financial losses are bad enough, like the person who was charged $5,000 for a candidate who backed out, but the real damage is often to a business's time and reputation. So imagine this. You need a video editor for your business. You go through somewhere.com, find a promising candidate, but then they back out at the last minute. Then, instead of helping you find a replacement, somewhere.com charges you $5,000 anyway, claiming the candidate had, quote, verbally accepted. So now you're left with no hire, out thousands of dollars, and scrambling to find someone new while your project stalls. For small businesses, especially in real estate where timing is everything, this kind of setback can be devastating. Now let's talk about LatHire, the service I personally recommend. Unlike somewhere.com, LatHire offers complete transparency and flexible pricing. There's no long-term contracts or upfront commitments. With LatHire, you pay $2,000 per hire, and that's it. No hidden fees, no annual lock-ins. You have transparent candidate profiles. You know exactly what skills and experience candidates have before you even interview them. And there's much lower risk. If you're not happy with the service, you can walk away, no penalties. And if you're comparing costs, Somewhere.com charges a minimum of $4,200 per hire. But if you're hiring for a more senior or specialist role, it's going to be at least $12,180, again, just for one hire. By comparison, LatHire is only $2,000 per hire with no long-term contract. And the quality of the talent? Based on my own research and experience, LatHire's candidates are far better vetted with detailed profiles that make hiring decisions easier and safer. If you're considering hiring remote talent for your real estate business or any business, definitely do your homework. The flashy marketing and influencer partnerships at Somewhere.com are designed to distract you from the poor service and bad reviews. With LatHire, you get a transparent, reliable service at a reasonable cost without locking yourself into an expensive contract. You can scale your team as needed, save money, and avoid the horror stories we've seen with Somewhere.com. If you've had good or bad experiences with either of these services, definitely drop a comment below. I would love to hear your stories. And if you found this helpful, definitely don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more real estate business strategies, and we'll see you in the next video.